Welcome to Amy Learns to Cook. On the show today, we're gonna make one of my favorite Mexican dishes, chicken chimichangas. Every time I make chimichangas, my friends ask me, what are those things? And I pretty much tell them they are one of the most unbelievable things that you can make, and they are so easy. And chimichangas come down to one plain simple thing, a fried burrito. And you know that has to be good. So today's show is dedicated to my good friend Larry Wolf over at the Wolf Pit. Go ahead and go over and visit his channel. Larry is an unbelievably nice guy, a great cook. Me and Eric met Larry on the barbecue trail. We competed against him in a friendly cook-off, right? And he has been a mentor to me in my cooking and my YouTube channel, and I just want to send a shout out to Larry. So visit his channel at the Wolf Pit. So now let's make some chicken chimichangas. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is take a little bit of oil, and I've heated my saute pan, and we're just going to go ahead and put a little bit of oil in this pan, and we are going to saute some onions. So I've chopped an onion up into a medium dice, and we're going to go ahead and put that in the pan, and we're going to cook this up till it's softened and it's translucent. It's going to get a little sweet, and you don't want to brown it. You just want them to be translucent and soften a little. So the onions have been sauteing about 5 or 6 minutes or so, and now we are going to put in some chicken. And what I have here is, this is actually meat from 2 cooked chickens. We cook this beer can style on the barbecue, but you can just as easily go and get some rotisserie chicken from your local club store, and that will work just fine. So we are going to add our chicken in to the onions. We got them sauteing nicely, and we're just going to put, how much you put in depends really on how many chimichangas you want to make. We're going to make quite a few. So I'm just going to drop, this is pretty much chopped chicken. I'm just going to drop a pretty good amount in there. Maybe like enough from 2 or 3 large chicken breasts, if you're just cooking up some chicken breasts in the oven. And so we are basically warming this just slightly, and then we are going to add some of the good stuff, right? So let's put in, let me turn this down a little bit. The first thing we're going to add is a can of Rotel. And basically Rotel is some diced tomatoes and a little bit of liquid, and there's some chilies in here as well. So we're going to add a can of Rotel to our chicken. Smelling really good. We are also going to add some of Eric's famous fire roasted chilies. Now we grew these chilies ourselves in a container on our deck, and Eric put them on the barbecue and fire roast them, and then we seeded and chopped them. If you want to see how to do these, go ahead and view the video, Eric's fire roasted peppers, right? So we're going to go ahead and add those to our pot. And let me tell you, it is looking good right now. And we're going to just let that warm through a little bit. Okay, so we've let our chicken and chili mixture warm up a little bit, we are gonna add some pinto beans. And this is actually 2 cans of pinto beans. You probably won't need quite that much, but these are basically been drained and rinsed. One thing is, if you're interested in putting the fire roasted chilies and you don't have time to roast them yourself, you can buy little cans of fire roasted chili at your local grocery store. They come in 4 and 7 ounce cans, so depending on how many you want, I always go for 7 or more, right? Because I love fire roasted chilies. Okay, so our meat mixture is warmed up a little bit. We got the pinto beans in there. We're gonna go ahead and add some enchilada sauce. And this is just enchilada sauce that's from the can. This is a large can of enchilada sauce. I probably won't need that much. We're gonna go ahead and stir this in, and we'll adjust this depending on how much chicken we put in there, right? So we'll just give this a nice stir. It's looking good. Put a little bit more. Okay, and now we just want to put in some seasoning. You can put in whatever you like, chili powder, cumin. I really love just basic fajita seasoning, right? This is basic fajita seasoning. It's Fabuloso, right? And whoop, we're gonna just go ahead and put a little bit in here, and you're gonna make this as spiced as you want it to be. So we're gonna put a little bit in here. We're gonna stir it around, and we're gonna see how it looks. Thinking we need a little bit more. Might be a good idea to put it on the side that sprinkles instead of pours. Put in our fajita seasoning. I like it nice and seasoned. If you like this hot, you can put some jalapenos in here. You can put some cayenne pepper. You can put some just basically regular black pepper. You can also put some hot sauce in here, right? You can really take it to another level. So we are just gonna let this chicken chili mixture heat up thoroughly. It's gonna cook down a little bit, and this is gonna be our filling for our chimichangas. You wanna cook it maybe 10 minutes, probably, just until you see it all comes together. It'll start, the flavors are going to start melding together. The seasonings are going to start developing it, and give it a quick taste before we move on to the next part of this dish. 10-15 minutes, and we are just going to top it off with a little fresh cilantro. This cilantro was grown by Eric in our little container garden. So we're just going to put this in there to brighten it up a little bit and give it that nice cilantro taste. And we are ready to stuff our chimichangas. Okay, the first step to stuffing our chimichangas is we are going to take some really large flour tortillas, and these are the 12-inch flour tortillas. You want really big ones, because when we stuff these and we put them in the fryer, if they aren't really big, they're just going to explode all over the oil, right? So we're going to take these flour tortillas, and we're going to put them into the microwave for 20-30 seconds just to soften them up a little bit. So we'll go ahead and put them in the microwave and get them a little soft. Okay, so we are going to take our big tortilla, and we are going to fill it with a nice amount of our chicken and meat mixture. You don't want to overfill it, because trust me, that has happened to me, and it's a bad thing. And in the fryer. So this one's going to be for Eric. So we're going to put a little bit of cheese on there because he likes cheese. And we're going to go ahead and close these up. So you're going to take your two sides like this. You're going to fold them in, and you're just going to fold it over, tuck the meat in like this, and fold it into a nice little burrito package. Look at that. Just ready for the fryer. And we're going to do that again. And we're going to continue to stuff these until we've used up all our meat mixture. Now this is going to make quite a bit. I'm going to be using some of these for my lunch this week. So we're going to make a nice amount for dinner and for lunch, right? Go ahead and tuck it over, fold it, and you have a nice little pre-chimichanga, right? So I'm going to go ahead and finish stuffing these, and then we'll come back and we're going to put these in the fryer. Okay, so now it's time to fry our chimichangas. We want to get our oil. You only need a couple inches of oil. You don't need a lot of oil. We want our oil to be up to 325, 350, so I'm going to use my little trusty Thermapen, and we are at about 345. So I'm going to back the heat off just slightly. And let's fry some chimichangas. Okay, so when you're frying chimichangas, it's very important to be careful because they will explode in this oil and you're going to have the filling all over the place. So I have a technique that will help with this. I basically use two tongs. And what I do is I grip the chimichanga with two tongs on either side, and I put them in the oil. And we're going to fry them. And we're going to hold it just a little bit till it seals. We got a nice fry going on. Let me turn it down a little bit. And this is going to keep the chimichanga together, because the biggest problem I've had in the past is you put it in the oil and I fill it too much and I don't roll it tight enough, and next thing you know, my oil is just filled with my filling because it all just came out, right? So we're just going to fry this for just a little bit. Check our temp on the oil. When it starts looking a little golden brown, we're going to flip this baby. Ooh, look at that. Wow, this is going to be so good. How can you resist a fried burrito, right? This is going to be so good. Okay, so let's take our first chimichanga out of the oil, and we're going to place it on a tray with a little bit of napkin to keep it so it can drain. And we're going to go for chimichanga number 2 now. So let's get it ready. Stage it, right? Grab your chimichanga with your double tongs, right? And get that baby in there and hold it a little bit. You have the temp slightly too high, looks like. And we can go ahead and try to put another one in here at the same time so we can get them really going. And these are the ones without cheese. I'm gonna fry Eric's in a little bit, but we're getting the ones without cheese going so we can take a taste test. Probably need both tongs to flip it over. Wow. This is seriously taking a burrito to a whole nother level, right? See how he's doing. Wow. Those look incredible. Okay, all the chimichangas are out of the oil and they are looking incredible. We have the ones without cheese and one with cheese, and now we are going to take a little taste. Okay, now we're going to plate the chimichangas, and we are just going to grab one of these babies here, and we're going to put it up on the plate. And you can cover with cheese and put it in the oven and let the cheese melt. You can put you can make a ranchero sauce. I am just going to cover it in guacamole because I love guacamole. And this is a very, very simple guacamole. You just take some avocados, smash them up, throw in your favorite salsa, a little salt and pepper, and you got guacamole, right? Look at that. Woo. Now let's take a taste. Okay, so let's take a taste. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Get a little guacamole on there. Get a little of the chicken. Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh my. That is truly, truly incredible. Let me go ahead and take another little bite. Wow. It's delicious. It really takes a burrito to a whole nother level. Wow, these are incredible. Chicken chimichangas. If you like this recipe, please log on to my website at amylearnstocook.com, and more videos are on the way at youtube.com/amylearnstocook. Also, I'm brand new on Twitter. On twitter.com/amylearnstocook, you can see my daily updates.